So I was just out doing some flying and it was super foggy. Actually, it's been pretty cold and it completely changed. Now it's super sunny, golden hour. It's gonna be sunset soon, but it's super cool. So there's no bugs. So even though it's June, almost July now, it's rare that you can be out here and not being eaten by flies and mosquitoes. So I was like, I gotta shoot a video. I gotta do something outside because it's just too nice. So here I am, and I've been wanting to do this video for a while. So this is probably the best time. This is a follow-up about my Fat Shark HDOs. That corner. Is that where it is? This corner. There's a link to my original Fat Shark HDO intro review from last year. It was around more or less a year ago, maybe a little bit over a year. And at that time, we were all raving about the goggles. So now, a year later, I'm here to tell you how I feel about them still. Before I get into that, I'm going to tell you I'm running a rapid fire module here. And I switch between right and left hand antennas often, depending on what I'm doing or the quad that I'm flying. I'm running the Newbie Drone Max Comfort Foam. The one that comes with, which is kind of like, looks like fake leather. It's alright, but for my face, this worked a lot better. Seals better too. As you can see, it's falling apart. This foam with just sweat and whatnot, eventually it falls apart. So I gotta replace it. And that is the only thing I've done to it. I haven't added a power button or anything. I just got used to plugging and unplugging like, you know, the normal. I'm telling you, I do still love them. I like them a lot. So I don't regret the purchase at all. The Dom V2s that I've been flying since 2014 were great. I still have them, but these were definitely an upgrade by a lot. It's just the picture. I mean, a lot of you guys have them now, so you know. But the picture is just so much clearer. Are they perfect? No, they're not. I can't wait for the wave of new goggles that are coming out from Orca. Hopefully it lights a fire under these guys' butt so that they come out with something newer. And who knows, maybe somebody else will jump in as well and goggles will take a big leap. Because apart from the OLED screens on these guys, nothing major has happened in goggles in the last, 3 or 4 years. I'll tell you though, I have the rapid fire module here. I don't use it all the time. Honestly, 90% of the time I use my Clearview Race brick. I just love it. I feel it's better. The reception, it's just slightly, or by quite a bit actually, outperforms this guy. It's not as convenient, and also the audio doesn't work very well. On this it works perfectly, but I just prefer, I think, if it works a little bit better than this. However, at races, when you want to switch frequencies and you need to like check what everybody else is doing or watch somebody else's run, this is way more convenient than the Clearview brick because it takes forever to switch frequencies over there. So I do use this for convenience quite often. But as far as, I'm very stoked with them. I'm glad I made the purchase. It's an expensive piece of kit, over $500. But when you take into consideration that how much you actually spend on the quads themselves and how you crash them and break them, and often you go through a few different quads over the course of a year and a half or so, this will stay with you for a long time, so it's definitely worth the investment. This and the TX are things you don't skimp on. And I know you've heard this before. If you're new to the hobby, do not skimp on goggles. It's okay if you want to buy some box goggles, really cheap, to test the hobby out so that you don't lose some money if you decide you're not going to stick around. But as soon as you decide to stick around, invest in a good set of goggles. Maybe not HDOs, but HD3s or then the newer green Attitude V4s, or wait for the Orcas to come out or see what else Fat Shark comes up with, because you definitely do not want to skimp on goggles. Anything else I want to tell you? Yes. I have two eyes on here, as you can see, but I'm basically a cyclop. They're very close together. And the issue I found with that is that most goggles on the market do not fit me. I said before in the old video, none of the HD goggles by Fat Shark fit me. The HD3s, I can kind of use them, but very blurry. HD2s, no way. HD1s, not at all. I can't see anything. The HDOs are slightly smaller in the field of view than the HD3s, and for that reason I can use them. But they are pushed all the way in, and I'm like any movement, and I can't see very well. A lot of these companies have been focusing on trying to give people better IPD adjustment, but on the outer end. I want to see more adjustment on the inner end. Looking at the Orca specs, I think they have a couple of millimeters more in, and that's what I need, because I just need to go in a little further. And I know I'm not the only one. I know I've heard some people that have the same problem. I know, like Kebab was saying that he can't use any of the HDs. He didn't say why. He just says he couldn't focus on them, but it might be that. It might be he needs more inner adjustment. Who knows? But apart from that, they've been very reliable. I haven't had any problems with them. These are from batch 1, so they do have the little crumbly sort of like pixel line at the bottom. I said I was going to send them back to Fat Sharks for them to fix that with the firmware update, but I use them all the time, and I just didn't want to send them, and honestly, it doesn't bother me. When it comes up, I kind of hit the HDMI button once and twice. I kind of do that when I first start them, and automatically now, so that goes away, and apart from that, they perform absolutely fine. Maybe one of these days I'll call them and send them out to get them fixed and use my Dombey tools for a little bit. So yeah, apart from that, this is the original battery. I'm still using the same LiPo that it comes with. I do have the cartridges for the 18650s, 2 of those that I charged on a separate charger to have for spares, but this battery's been good. It hasn't puffed like the old LiPos used to do from them. And yeah, and I have my Mr. Steel earbud here that I use with this module. It doesn't work with the Clearview, at least not the Clearview brick. And yeah, that's it. So if you are on the fence about buying goggles now, that is what I kind of think. Should you get HDOs or Attitudes before? Or wait for the Orcas? I'll tell you what, for $500, unless you're in a real hurry, I'd wait. I wouldn't get these right now. I'd wait a month to see what happens with the Orcas. And otherwise, save some money and get the Attitude befores. But if you can wait a little bit, wait a little bit. Alright, so let's go do some ripping. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next one.